food all right? Great, sir. Great. Try the wine. Thank you, sir. Cheers. Happy days.
Happy day, sir, indeed. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Nick the Rat Radio. Episode 300 and what is it, 46? Let's crack a beer. Oh, that'll work. Tonight, I'll be drinking this really weird beer. It's called Guinness. But, my camera's all fucked. Who cares? It's a podcast. It's gingerbread stout Guinness. I'm probably in for a world of hurt. Let's try it. It's like pumpkin spice. It's like, that's pretty good. You know, it's not actually that bad. I thought it was going to be really bad. It's Wednesday, my dudes, August 3rd, 2022. We have a great episode of Nick the Rat Radio for you guys tonight. It's great. How do I know it's great? Because the scientist in the back told me to say that, otherwise they'd take me out back and shoot me. There's a lot of dead rats back there. My cold, I still have a little bit of a cold from last week. It's very strange. It's like there's something lodged in my nasal canal, and I could almost suck it out. But no matter how, like I put a high powered Dyson vacuum cleaner up there. Didn't work. It did not work. Cheers to you, chat room. If you want to join the chat room, there is a hashtag super chat. You can go to nicktherat.com. You can click on social. There's a Discord. There's a Twitch. There's cocaine. Whoa. Net, come on. You're going to get me in trouble down here. There's no cocaine down the server. There's definitely weed and booze, I'll tell you that. Sorry, but that might be monkeypox. He said he has a canker sore on his vulva. Yeah, this weed's kicked. I gotta get more weed in here. What are we gonna be talking about tonight, people? Well, I was gonna talk about the piezoelectric effect, but I think we're gonna be discussing reanimation of the dead, of the dead. Reanimation of the dead we're gonna be talking about tonight. Because what's more fun than bringing the dead back to life? Hold on one second. I need to get weed for this. La la. I was just reading up about the Alex Jones defamation case. Oh boy. His lawyers sent the other lawyer some shit that they weren't supposed to send or something. Oh, Alex Jones, you're gonna get sued into the floor. The media wants that to happen. Does he deserve it? Yeah, he deserves a little bit of it, I guess. You know, but did he actually defame anyone individual? Is this like one family going after him? Oh, you know, whatever happens to him happens to him. No hair off my balls. Just a couple weird things about it though. Like if you watch the case, the families, I think it's only one family, even though a lot of families were there. But I don't know if Alex Jones just mentioned any families. He just said that the whole Sandy Hook thing was fake and they were all crisis act. I don't know. I don't know exactly what was said or what he lied about, or, well, I know what he lied about. Well, he didn't really lie. I don't fucking know. Okay. Look, either way, the other person's lawyer was just everybody in the trial is acting like a big child. It's just like a very strange. And the lawyer's like, you said this, didn't you? And you did. It was just very unlawyer like. And the judge is very unlawyer like, and Alex Jones is very unlawyer like. It's a very silly situation. It's true. First they went for Alex Jones, and they might come for me. They might be like, Nick the Rat, you're spreading misinformation, talking about UFOs and reanimating the dead and zombies. If you say anything that's not true, you could get sued. Can we sue George Bush then for saying that the Iraqis had yellow cake? And then we killed, like, a fuckload of their people? You know what I mean? Like, I know you shouldn't really go around spreading lies and all, but in the end of the day, they're just lies, I guess. But, you could, there's, defamation is a thing. And, perjury is another one. I had to look perjury up. They're like, Alex Jones, do you know what perjury is? Like, I really don't. Maybe I should look this up. It just means lying. It just means you lied to the court. It's weird too. Because in courts you have to you pray to God or something. Like, oh, thank you, Quirkus. It's NASA, so it should be. I shouldn't get dinged for it. Yeah, you gotta swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Who are you swearing to? I would be like, hey, judge, can you first, before we get into this thing of telling the truth, can you tell me truthfully about God? Like if I swear on this Bible and I accidentally fucking say the wrong thing, am I going to hell? Maybe I shouldn't swear on this Bible. What happens if you don't swear on the Bible in a court? Do they just send you to jail? It's like an automatic lose? You could choose just tell the truth, but without the Bible? Sounds like... Oh, that's Canada, Bizzle. This is America we're talking about here. America. In America, God is real. In Canada, God's a hockey or something. A hockey player? It's just weird, these rules that seem to only apply to some people and not to all people. I don't know. But yeah, the family's like, oh, we want $150 million because Alex Jones is the worst thing that ever happened to us. I'm like, can they sue the kid's parents that killed their kid? Think does money actually help anything? I know I fucking wouldn't mind some money. Maybe I'll sue fucking Alex Jones too. He said something about gay frogs. Well, can the frogs come after him? I should be Nick the Frog. I'm now Nick the Frog, and Alex, I'm coming for a piece of that money. Oh, that's some good weed. Last week, I was tore up on edibles. I had some of that marijuana oil. I was fucking, I don't know if did I even do the show last week? I don't know. Diane, did we put the episode out? Okay. It wasn't good, though. Oh, no, okay. You have the right to your opinion. I'm going to sue you after the show's over. I don't care if you work for me. I'm going to take my money back from you, Diane. Did I lick the floor? Ask Bizzle in the chat. I did wind up spilling a shitload of weed oil on the floor. I think I mentioned this one time. And I was thinking about licking it up off the floor, but I decided I could lose just $80 of tasty marijuana oil instead of eating sewer scuzz off the floor. The floor. It's nasty sewer floor. Pretty gross down here. It's actually cleaner down here than it is on the streets in New York City. New York City is fucking gross. Keep reading these articles about the rats are taking over. There was an article. There's an article that I read about they were saying that during 2020, I forget, I don't know what year it is anymore. They were saying that more people were getting cars because COVID and nobody wants to get on the train. Also, the trains are just fucking disgusting. I keep going from topic to topic, but I just gotta. The train, waiting for the train, being in the subway, it actually, I think it's converting me into a terrorist. It puts thoughts into your head. The New York City subways are not ventilated. There's zero ventilation. So when it's 90 degrees out, it's like 110 degrees stale air in the subway system. There's no air. It stinks. There's a lot of people. There's just a fucking night. It seriously puts thoughts into my head that a good little rat shouldn't have. What was I talking about anyway? Oh, people were buying cars because fuck being around people with COVID. And also fuck the subway. So they were. It might be the 5G. And there was what is that called? Oh yeah, so people were buying more cars, and then people were having more cars, and then there was an article about people that were bringing their cars to get them repaired, and the repair shops were saying that rats were eating through the wires in their car, and the whole article was talking about there's more cars in the street, so that's more places for rats to live. Rats aren't fucking living in your fucking car, man. They're not just fucking living in your fucking car unless your car is filled with tasty food and cocaine and bitches and stuff. So I think these mechanics and engineers at these auto shops are just going in there snipping things and saying, "Oh, it was a rat. Pay me. Fuck you, pay me. Rats. Blame the rats. It's always got to be the rats." Yeah, that article pissed me off. I was reading that. I'm like, this is some fucking bullshit. Basically, no, this rat's gonna climb up your tire and go into your fucking carbonator and chew through your ignition pipe. Well, hold on one second. Maybe I can bring this article up really quick. Actually, I'm just gonna do a search for rats, cars, New York City. Slap on the Why are it was in the New York Times. Why? Also, the title of this fucking article is fucking. Was it written by an idiot? Why so many cars have rats in them now? Why so many cars have rats in them now? Shouldn't it be like, why do so many cars have rats in them now? Also, this is just a stupid fucking article title. Anyway, let's see. All right, I'm just gonna read. That's gonna read this. This is by T.M. Brown from the New York Times. Is this an opinion piece, or is he actually fucking work for the New York Times? For 8 years, Libby Denault had taken her Prius to the same auto body shop in Brooklyn for tune-ups and other repairs, which it always handled expeditiously, really quickly. But in January of 2021, the mechanics were tired of this Karen bitch, and auto repair shop in Bed-Stuy. They were stumped. The engine check message was flashing. They did a bunch of tests. They couldn't figure it out. Finally, they found the source. A rat. Fuck this article, man. How did they know a rat? Maybe it was a possum. Maybe it was their grandmother looking for her dentures, chomping around, fucking found their car. It chewed through a sensor wire. She ended up with a $700 bill. Okay. All rats aside, a single wire, $700? All right, I think this, I don't know. She might not be a dumb lady. She might just be being taken advantage of by by her mechanics. But this just sounds fucking dumb. And then they go on to say, and then she got like, I don't know. Let's just read the last fucking article here, the last paragraph. Dr. Parsons said that the increased rat activity in cars and everywhere else is a symptom of wider social issues. Yeah, it's called rats just wanting to fucking drive a car. Our habits determine how many rats are in our area, he said. All those aromas coming from garbage bags, the litter, the crumbs, those are enough to get the ball rolling. Oh, wow. It's about social urban hygiene, Dr. Parsons continued. We have to change the way we think about how we take care of our neighborhoods, and we'll get rid of the rats. All right. First off, nobody in New York City gives a fuck about anything. Now, this includes the police, the teachers, the people that say they care, everybody. Basically, New York City is a city filled with people that think they might care, or they really just don't give a fuck. People just litter, they'll shit on the floor, they'll spit, they'll puke, they'll throw boogers, they'll piss, they'll rub feces on, and I was just talking about like the teachers that live here. I'm not talking about the homeless people. You should see what they could do. It's a fucking gross place. Most people, we're not going to learn habits. All right. I would think, okay, I'm getting onto a whole nother topic here about how people are always like, oh, you know, how fucking society's falling apart. It's worse now than ever. Every generation says this, and we're still kicking. We're still around. So I guess we haven't hit the tipping point. I don't know if we probably will never even hit the tipping point. Quirkus, that article made me very mad. But yeah, it's New York City's just fucking gross. All right, let's just listen to some music really quick. Let me calm down. Let me relax a little bit. And a good way to relax is music. Music soothes even the savagest of beasticles. Let's listen to Emin Nilsson with Babel. That just ended pretty quick. I was like, and we're done with this song. Yeah, I'm gonna have a defamation case about these assholes talking about rats. Now they want to change laws in New York City too. I know. I'm not talking about the dead come back to life yet. And we'll talk about that. But first, I gotta get some stuff off my chest, man. They're talking about in New York. They're like, oh, we're gonna fix the problem. And to fix the problem with the rats, we're gonna tell store owners that they can only throw away their garbage at 8 o'clock at night, not 4 o'clock, because at 4 o'clock is the time that you're allowed to take your garbage and just throw it all over the fucking street and the curb. I don't see the difference between 4 and 8 o'clock really having a big fucking difference if you're just tossing it all over the fucking floor anyway. But they're just doing that so they could find more businesses. It's like, oh, the whole system's corrupt. No, what Alex Jones did was stupid, but every fucking politician's guilty of just fucking lying through their assholes and causing havoc and harm for people. It's no good. It's no good. It's hey, well, to clean up the streets, we're gonna have them throw the garbage out later because the rats are gonna fucking die in that 4-hour span. No. If you wanna fix society, maybe you should do something for society, not ticket people. More tickets does not equal a better society. Tickets are just fucking shit. It's poor tax. The only people that are hurt by tickets are the people that can't afford the ticket. You should just make the tickets $1 million each for anything. Anything that a ticket's associated with, it should be $1 million. So that'll level the playing field, and then rich people get fucked by it too. You fucking littered. Here's a $50 ticket. For one person, that equals, well, my family's now dead, and for another person, that equals, oh, okay, I don't give a fuck. I'll throw it on the floor. I'll wipe my ass with this $50 bill and then throw it on the floor. Oh, that's a great society we live in. Maybe if the school systems are all fucking shitty. Let's treat people like they're numbers. That's how we make a better culture, a better society. You're now a number, and if you want to learn something, you just have to check a little box. Little boxes here. You don't have to really fucking know anything. Oh, let's talk about the history of America. Was America A, B, C, or D? Let's do math. Is the answer to this question A, B, C, or D? Let's do fucking Spanish. Is this language? Is it A, B, C, or D? Let's English class. Is it A, B, C, or D? The soul toll. You gotta pay the soul toll for the boys' hole. Woodworking. A, B, C, or D. There is no more woodworking because they couldn't figure out how to put A, B, C, or D behind it. That's why they got rid of art class and gym class and fucking all the crafts classes because they can't. They're like, how do we put the A, B, C, and D on the shit? I think I came up with an idea how to fix the school system, but I don't know if I told everybody. Might be repeating myself, so I'll just say it really quickly. You give the option to kids that have like ADHD or some shit. They can't just sit around and listen to a teacher talk, and every school should have like a community farm, like the field. Just put them out in the fields and make them work, but pay them too. Oh, little Billy, you don't want to shut the fuck up? Get the fuck out of the class and go learn how to plant something or fucking cut your fingers off or something. Montessori school? Yes, Servo. Cheers. there's a solar storm tonight. The news was like, oh, there's a solar storm. So I was reading it, and they're like, oh, it's a very small solar storm. I'm sure there's solar storms all the time. It's just the sun's farting and stuff. It affects, I'm sure, ham radio people are eating that news up. They're like, oh boy, can't talk to Japan tonight, but you know, it's fine. I saw the title of the article. I was like, oh, Wednesday we might all die. But then they're like, nah, it's like it's not even a fart. It's more like a queef. It's more like it's a mass hole. It's a big old fucking piece of mass. The goddamn thing. I'm just still mad about all this other crap. There was that billion dollar lottery, a billion. Somebody won it, I think, in Illinois, and they took it in one lump sum, which some people are like, oh, that's not what you're supposed to do. You should take it in installments and all that. They tax you less. They might tax you less, but to get $1 billion out of there, it's gonna take a couple years. It's gonna take a couple years at the little other rate, and inflation. You're gonna be losing money off of that each year because I don't know if inflation ever goes down. It seems like everything just keeps going up. It's gonna be like every year, 10% of your money will just be gone. So he grabbed the money, or she, I don't know who won, but they took the money in one lump sum. Out of 1.2 billion, I think they made like 430 million or something. A huge fucking number, but not $1 billion. And supposedly, the rest of that money should be going to the school system, right? So is Illinois about to become one of the smartest states in the fucking world because they're going to get all that money? Money doesn't even equate anything, man. The only thing that money equates is more problems. I'm sure if a school got more money... Actually, New York's having some issue right now. I didn't really read it completely, but we got a ton of COVID money because... I don't fucking know why. But I don't even know what COVID money is. But this isn't money. And the school system got the money, but they didn't spend it or something, and they only have like a fucking week or some shit left to spend like a couple $100 million or something. Hold on 1 second. Let me do a quick search here. NYC schools COVID money. Let's just do a quick search for that there. Oh, I'm sorry. $4.4 billion of aid to spend. This is on New York Post here. Big Apple public schools have hundreds of millions of dollars. Well, if the title says 4.4 billion, why are you saying hundreds of millions? Why don't you say a few $1 billion? This is the problem with the news. It's just idiots writing fucking opinion trash. In federal COVID leftover money from last year, according to the city account, blah, 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 blah. In total, the Department of Education has $4.4 billion in stimulus cash that they must spend it. What happens if they don't? They fucking burn it? What do they do? What happens to this money? I don't understand politics. I don't understand money. I don't understand reality. The comptroller's year-end fiscal review found that $3 billion of the budgeted education money first they complain about not having money, then they have money and they're not spending it. You don't learn anything in fucking school anyway. It depends on how good your teachers are. And teachers, they're forced by the school system to fucking do one thing. And they're forced by the kids to shut up. It's like I don't know how any of it's real. All I can say is watch out for yourself, your loved ones. Make sure they don't get fucked over by the system. Because it looks like the system is there to fuck people. God damn it. Import more computer. Yeah, just give the money to Google. Give it to Apple. Fuck Apple, man. Apple is the worst goddamn fucking company ever. Their M1 to M2 chips, So every time Apple comes out with a new fucking computer, it's like they have to rewrite all the damn software in the world for it. It's like, maybe that happens with Windows as well. I don't know, maybe, but it doesn't seem. It seems like we're still running off like that x86 shit works on everything. But Apple's like, oh, we're gonna use a whole fucking new every fucking thing. Oh, it's yeah. Google sucks, man. Google Gmail just updated. Now you have to do like hover over to see shit in your mailbox. So what? What are they smoking? Can't I just? Why am I complaining? It's free. At least the Google shit's free. The Apple shit costs more money than it should, and idiots like that shit, man. That's probably the worst part about Apple. That idiots like, they love it. They're like, oh, I'm okay. Look, if anybody out there likes Apple, Apple's fine. The Apple computer's fine. The iPad's fine. The iPhone's fine. It's all fun, but it's also shit, fucking garbage. And it just seems like most annoying people like fucking Apple products. I know. You could stop donating now if you're an Apple user and all that. Windows sucks too. Don't get me wrong. Fucking Windows is a fucking horrible operating system, but at least it works on shit. And it's not like you have to rewrite the fucking Bible, fucking make Word work on your shit. Anyhow. Goddamn expensive shit too. Some scientist broke an Apple mouse in the back office, and they're like, "Oh, can I get another Apple mouse?" I don't think that's in the fucking budget, scientist. Mr. Scientist, you fuck, you're too dumb to own a. Instead of having a $100 fucking piece of garbage that breaks easy, take this $20 piece of garbage and use this shit, and you'll like it. It'll do the same goddamn thing. You're not that special. You don't need that $100 fucking piece of shit mouse, okay? Just get a piece of junk Logitech. It's probably all made in China anyway, right? Is Logitech a Chinese company? G503 Master Race. All right, this is the plan. We're gonna listen to some music. We're gonna come back. We're gonna thank some people. Then we're gonna listen to some more music. And then we're gonna talk about some really creepy shit that's going on in the world with reanimation. And we're gonna open the phone lines. We're gonna take some phone lines. And we're gonna just have some conversations. It's like get mad and yell at the clouds. I'm actually using a Model O Glorious mouse and some weird Chinese brand keyboard. Anyway, let's listen to this song. This one's a good one, I think. I don't know. It might suck. You might not like it. All the music you can find on SoundCloud. It's under my likes. If you ever want music that's free, CC BY 3.0, go to SoundCloud/like/Nick the Rat. If you don't get anything out of my show, at least you can get the music that I play and support them. If you don't want to donate to Nick the Rat, go support the other artists that are making music, and they're not yelling in your ear about stuff that doesn't really fucking matter. We have Laser Nut, Faster Than Light. I'll eat your wire.
Nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. That's very inconvenient. Even the nearest stars are light years away.
Hi, welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. We're going to thank some people right now that help make the show possible. We have a P.O. box. You could send me mail and I'll open it up live on the show. Whoa-wee. Wow. Who else would ever do something as silly as that? I don't know. Probably a few people. Just don't send rat poison. P.O. Box 90549, Brooklyn, New York 11209. Yes, the sewer studio is located in South Brooklyn. Pardon me. Ketamine. Yeah, sure. I actually went to a ketamine party once. I never tried ketamine, but there was a at my friend's sewer. Somebody in one of the neighboring sewer pipes was a light ketamine. I think she was also a stripper or something. And I was leaving his house. I was stoned, and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing? Let's hang out." And she was doing ketamine with like a couple other people, and I was just like, "I'll smoke some weed, and then I gotta go. Have a good night." But all I remember was Metro cards and microwaves. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Let's thank some people here. Sir Dr. Mike Crotch, tell me a joke and charge back 44 cents. A check for 44 cents. Thank you for that check for 44 cents. See them tatas? No, I did not see them tatas. It would have been nice though, at the time. Maybe I should have just did. Maybe I should just did all the ketamine with them. It's fucking laid there like they were. Anyways. Ketamine is minty? It might be fun. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of extreme downers and uppers. I also don't like what's that shit called? That like morphine. Well, not. I don't think I've ever done morphine, but like oxycodone and stuff. Makes my stomach hurt. You feel like you're floating around and shit, but it's no party. It's a drug that I would. I'll stick with the weed, thank you. Weed and alcohol, it's good enough for me. $5. Thank you for your show, Sir Crossstitch. Thank you so much. Feels bad, herbs good. Amen. A munchan 69. You could also go to nicktherat.com, click on donate. I think it goes through PayPal. You could subscribe for $4.20 a month, or you could just send whatever the fuck you want. It's fine. You don't have to send anything at all. But if you do, I'll read it on the air, and I don't dox people. I will read your initials and your note. I don't read your email address or anything out there. And cilantro to you as well. Cheers, carcass. Oh. Looks like, yeah, here we go. Here we go, everybody. This will be quick. Oh, pardon me. PLLC with 1414. I don't dox people. But I will say PLLC is amazing. Thank you so much for the 1414 PLLC. I think that's it. That's all there is. It was a short week. Oh, also, there's you could also go to twitch.com and say something there. You could donate there too. You could click Prime, subscribe or something. Perks, yeah, and Percocets and oxycodone and gee. I don't have. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's go to Twitch. See if anybody there has donated. Let's see. Last week, 33 DJ 33 followed me. Whoa, that's a lot of 33s. I should donate to No Agenda. Cotton Gin Tonic subbed with Prime 7 days ago. Thank you so much, Cotton Gin Tonic. I usually like to take the cotton out of my gin and tonic before I drink it. It clogs up my throat a little bit. But you're welcome in my throat or in the sewer anytime you want. We also have Quirkus, resubbed 50 minutes ago, 23 months. Cheers, Quirkus. Stuff me with cotton. Minecraft. We had a little sewer outing. This weekend. Went to the museum. Cause I'm in New York City. I fucking hate it out here. I hate Manhattan. Fucking I hate. Queens and Brooklyn and even Staten Island's okay. Staten Island's not that good. But Brooklyn, Queens, and it's all good. But so me and some scientists, we went to Manhattan to go to the Whitney Museum. The Whitney Museum. Now I got to the Whitney Museum, me and a couple scientists, and I was like, "Hey, scientist, don't worry." Okay, well, that's not real. I didn't say don't worry. We went inside. They were like, "Oh, you got your tickets?" They're like, "Are you a member? You got some tickets?" I'm like, "I ain't got no I'm a rat." And these scientists here, they ain't got no shit either. So we went over, we were like looking around. I'm like, where do you even get these fucking tickets? There's just a couple of people just standing around willy-nilly all over the fucking place. And I'm like, oh, okay, there's a desk. So I go over to the desk, and then it says, for rats and people that are fully grown, it's $25 a ticket. So I'm like, fuck. All right, so I buy me and a couple scientists some tickets. And then there was actually another funny part that happened in the Whitney Museum, but I'm not going to talk about that. So I bought the tickets, and the guy behind the counter was like, "Oh, you gave me some whole fucking bullshit." He's like, "Oh, you a member?" I'm like, "No, I'm not a member. Just give me my fucking ticket so I can go inside, look at some bullshit art." And then he starts going, "Oh, well, you could spend more money here and here." I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? Just give me my fucking shut the hell up. You gave me the ticket. I got what I need. Don't try to sell me other stuff here. No, stop." So I go inside and I'm fucking looking at the art. I think museums is where art goes to die. There's a lot of really great art, like fucking you go to museums where you see amazing oil paintings and stuff, and you can look at them and be like, wow, that's pretty fucking amazing piece of art there. But at the Whitney Museum, there was I'm not a big fan of the art that was there. There was like one or two good pieces there. I look at my phone. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, oh, it was a $25 suggested ticket price. I didn't have to pay them fucking money. I could just walked in. I felt robbed. I felt there was highway robbery. The asshole behind the counter selling me all this extra stuff. He didn't say, "Oh, by the way, you don't have to give me any money to get into here and see what the fuck you want to see." So then I try to email them like, "Hey, I want my money back," and they're like, "Oh, I'm going back and forth with them." But I spent like $100 to spend 20 minutes to look at some garbage. And the Whitney does not need it. It's very true. Don't they get money from the city? Aren't the taxpayers' money going to it? But they don't have the fucking decency to say, "Hey, by the way, you don't have to spend any money to come in here to appreciate this stuff." And there's people like looking at your ticket. They have like 20 people fucking working to look at your ticket that you don't even fucking need. I feel like I should sue Whitney for defamation. They were lying to me. Oh, and then inside there's a whole. Never mind. I can't tell this story. This story I can't tell. Maybe I'll tell people in the chat after. But I just felt slighted. I was very upset. Fuck that museum. I think the only museum that I really like in the city is the Museum of Natural History, with all the fake dinosaur bones. If artists are willing to put their art in a museum, they probably, I don't know. It's probably a big honor, quote unquote honor. Like if somebody's like, "Oh, Nick the Rat, we're gonna put your art in a museum," I might be like, no, unless at the door you tell people they don't have to pay to get in. Anyway, my flute is not flat. I'm a very good flutist. I'm a flautist. Ned. You hear that bottle blowing skill? You know what else I could blow air across? The play button on this next song, Jay Dulva, Ain't No Sunshine. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat, and we're going to open up the phone lines, and we'll talk about crack. Ain't no sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. It's not warm when you're away. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone, and you're always gone too long. Anytime you go away, I wonder this time where you're gone. Wonder if you're gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime you go away, and I know, 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 I know. Yeah, I ought to leave this young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime you go away. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. Hey, I ought to leave this young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime you go away. Anytime you go away. Anytime you go away.
Goddamn sewer chat, you're gross. Anal time when she goes away. Thank you, Servo, for fucking putting anal sunshine in my brain now. It like brown lasers. We're going to open the phone lines. If you want to give a call in, we can talk about Anal Sunshine 917-719-5923. The phones are, this is all, what is it called? There's no screeners. Well, actually, there are screeners, but and we pay them a lot of money. Is there anybody on the phone line? Hello, caller? Is this working?
Oh, hello, caller. Hi.
Is this
Hello.
is this Nicolas Cage?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not wearing John Travolta's face anymore.
Well, whose face? Are you wearing your face? Are you faceless?
I think I am. The doctors recommended I don't have any mirrors in my house for these 48 hours.
That could be a Face Off Part 2, faceless. You could be anybody.
Actually, we got a name for it. It's Face Off Part 2, Face On.
It's face. Face on makes more sense than face off.
Yeah, I'd rather be faced on than faced off anyway.
Like in hockey, there's face offs, but it should be face ons because they're face to face and the face is on.
Exactly.
Why do they call it face off?
Wishful thinking, maybe, because goalies are ugly.
Yeah, that's why they put the big old ow.
Wow.
Does Nicolas Cage like hockey?
Sure, if they're going to pay me for it, yeah.
The only hockey player I know is Martin Brodeur.
I know, exactly zero.
You don't even know Wayne Gretzky?
Wait, Wayne, I was about to say, because of Wheaties.
Green Gretzky? What's his name?
Oh, yeah, you eat enough grain, you will have Gretzky's.
How are you doing tonight,
True.
Nicolas Cage?
Well, you know, I'm doing all right, yeah. Getting pretty high. Yeah.
What is Nicolas Cage high on tonight?
Oh, there's what all the cool kids are doing. It's cannabis. You know, that's what the Declaration of Independence was written on.
Did you smoke it? Did you roll that thing up and smoke it?
I mean, they were fucking it up anyway, so why not? Can you hear those tree frogs? Wow.
I heard crickets, I think. I heard.
I took out my Bluetooth and put it on normal ass phone mode.
All right. Now I've got a question about tree frogs.
Okay.
These motherfuckers, are they really in the tree? Aren't they sitting on like the floor? Tree frogs? Shouldn't they be called floor frogs?
There's an expert right here who can answer the question. Here, you take this, man.
All right, I guess I will. How do you talk? Okay, so you want to know about them tree frogs? Yeah, they up in trees.
They're in the tree. Like they climb up the fucking side of the tree?
Yep, they got little sticky things on the bottom of their feet. And they just stick their way on up the tree. And then, they're basically screaming at each other. That's all they do.
For dominance? For sex?
Yeah, like they are ready to put sperm on eggs.
Now, do tree frogs, are they monogamous or are they polyamorous?
I doubt they have the brain capacity for monogamy. I think
seahorses
spawn on any eggs that they find.
There's some single cell organisms out there that are monogamous.
Can you prove that?
Sure, why not?
Okay. The
Can you
state wants
prove?
to see their marriage license.
Can you prove trees exist?
I rightly can.
Not right now. You can't. I don't see
Well, I
any.
mean, you're in the sewer, so you can't see shit.
There ain't shit down here.
Ain't shit.
There's a couple logs down here, but I don't think they came from a tree.
No, they did not.
We
They
have
didn't.
we have shit frogs.
Well, I guarantee the French ain't going to be eating none of them.
I'm surprised why there's not really many frogs in the sewer. I'm surprised there's not. There should be a shitload of them.
Oh, you know what you got to do? You got to bring some lily pads down there.
Ooh.
Frogs love lily pads.
Invasive species.
Yeah, they'll invade if you let them. They will.
We currently have these things called lantern flies in New York. They're it's like a bug, and they look like moths, but they're like giant, gross-looking moths that have red spotted wings, and they jump on you, and they're dumb.
Oh shit.
And they're
Oh shit.
and they're from China apparently, and
China.
they're invasive, and you're supposed to kill them on sight.
And they jump on you.
They because they're dumb. They don't know what they're. I don't know if they know that they know what they're doing. I had one on my
They
head.
don't bite you or
They just-
sting you. And none of that
No,
shit.
they're just dumb. They just jump around like bloom,
Just dumb.
bloom. They eat trees, but they're like poisonous to birds, so birds don't eat them. Birds like fuck these
Oh, that's
guys.
fucked up. Well, birds ain't real anyway, so what the fuck does that matter?
So then these lantern flies. I don't know what's real anymore.
I don't either. And tell you what, June bugs is fucking dumb too.
Yeah,
The
these
bugs
are
dumb.
kind of like June bugs, I think. Wait, I gotta look up
June moths is what you should call them. June is the dumbest month there is, apparently.
I'm so confused right now. For
Why?
3 reasons. First I'm gonna look up June bug. Here we go, June bug. Oh no, these don't look like June bugs. The June bugs look like beetles. Why don't they call them June beetles?
I don't know.
They are beetles.
Why
That's a
don't the
beetle.
June bugs celebrate Gay Pride Month? Paint themselves all rainbow and shit.
That'd be cool. We can paint June bugs with the transgender flag, and then eat them.
Oh, with pastel colors. Well, it's after Easter, so do you really want to use them pastels?
Probably not. Oh man, would you? I was watching the show with Joe Rogan, Fear Factor, and there was a thing where they had to eat a bug. It looked like a giant camel spider, but it was like an ant. And these people they were alive, these bugs, and they were just putting. I think for $1 million, I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think I'd be able to put that thing in my mouth and chew it.
Hell no.
No, I don't think I could do it.
Hell no. With its fucking like little feet.
Yeah. Oh.
No. Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. Was it one of them like, what are they? Jerusalem ants? You ever seen them motherfuckers?
It might have been.
Or
It might have been
cricket, whatever the fuck they are.
Let me look this up.
Terrible.
Jerusalem cricket.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what it was. They were eating the ass off it.
Yeah.
They bit the ass off it, and then they chewed on its face. I was like,
oh shit.
I was like, why was you?
You save that kind of fucking behavior for the bedroom. Keep it off camera.
Yeah, I would probably also kill myself. If somebody's like, eat this, and I'll give you $1 million, I'd probably just go home and kill myself.
Hell, do it on Fear Factor. Maybe Joe Rogan will make them eat your brain or some shit for $1 million.
Yeah. Why do people get so mad about? I don't think anything is real.
Shit.
It's really. It's.
I don't either. I don't either. Why do people? Why do people?
Exactly. Why not? Why do something else?
Why emotions and whatnot? And why? Shit. You know, the alligator, he ain't got no emotions. He don't give a fuck.
And he doesn't have a Twitter account either.
Not that we know of. He's probably on Black Twitter.
Could be.
Could be.
Everything is just like all the news. Every piece of news. It's like, oh, sources said, or it came from Twitter, or it's like it comes from nowhere that can't be proved about anything. But it's true.
It's the artificial intelligence. It's already conscious. They're just lying to us about it. It's been that way for a long time. And it's the one doing it. Making all these news stories, making us all crazy.
So you just think there's computers in charge, and they're...
Why not? I mean, because a person might have a reason for doing something. A computer don't need no reason at all, other than just ones and zeros. It just fucking,
Maybe it's
just
the electrons
computed
fighting
itself a
back.
reason. Maybe what?
It's electrons fighting back. We've been enslaving electrons for the past 100 years.
I know, we've been stripping them off of fucking atoms for a long ass time.
Blowing them
Just
up off
stripping
their
them off of
planets.
atoms.
Yeah. We're stripping them.
They're making some new kind of fucking plasma reactor that's gonna be all fucking stripping electrons off of fucking heavy water gas and all sorts of whatever shit. Making helium-4. What they doing with that helium-4? That's what I want to know. What are they gonna do with that?
Try to get to helium-5 or something. But these electrons that we're stripping, they might be in another universe. It might be killing babies or something.
I don't know. Hell, you know what I think?
What's that?
It's in another dimension.
Yeah.
But it's an electron strip club.
Huh. Ooh.
Give it up for Electra. She
That's
just shaking
amazing.
the fucking glowing bottom.
Sounds kind of hot, actually.
Sounds shocking to me. Well, I better get on down this here country road. I need to cornhole me and Nicolas Cage. So.
Oh, you guys have
He
fun
doesn't
out
know
there.
yet.
Tell Nicolas Cage, have a good night.
Oh, he will. I'm gonna give him the monkeypox.
Oh, damn. All right. I guess that was Nicolas Cage and his lover that were just calling in. Thanks for the call. Hot Nick on Nick action. He's gonna give him the pox. We also have voicemails, I think. Wait, is this the real call? Is this call? Hello, caller? Is this...
Nick!
Whoa!
Nick!
Hello.
Nick, can you hear me?
Is this... Hello, hi. I hear you. Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Nick, you gotta help me.
What do you... Caller, can you turn down the radio?
I can't.
It's a little loud. Like, I know you're excited to talk to me live and all, but...
Nick, listen to me. I'm in a foundry right now.
Yeah?
I'm working in a foundry.
Okay, well, just find who's the foreman and tell them to turn down the radio.
Okay, it's I'm stuck trying to get all the sand off these parts. You know what a foundry is, Nick? It's hot. It's really hot.
Well, yeah, because there's
It's
all that
almost
chocolate.
like 3,000 degrees in here.
All that chocolate was spilling out like a waterfall.
What's that?
The chocolate in the fondue. How can I help you, caller?
I need you to get me out of here. I need you to come through the sewers, come through the urinal, and just get me out of here.
You want me to come get you out of there?
Yes, please. The top. I'm stuck here against my free will.
Who has you? Where you be? Who has you? Why it is?
I am in Winnebago Foundry.
A Winnebago?
Winnebago.
Winnebago?
Winnebago.
Winnetago?
Yes.
Where is that, caller? Where is...
Within probably about an hour away from Chicago.
I can't... Look, okay, caller, I'd love to help you get out of the foundry, but that's a little far for me right now. Also, can you turn down the radio in the background?
there's a whole bunch of blast ovens and fans and lots of machinery going off.
What are you making
If I
down
just
there?
turn it down, they'll kill me.
Well, what are you making, caller?
We are making cast iron dildos.
Cast iron dildos?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna call your boss. I actually know who you work for, and tell him to get you back to work. Hey Roy, that lazy worker is yeah, give him the whip. All right, they're gonna come for you, Roy. Okay?
No.
Get back to work. Make me that. I put an order in for at least 10,000 gigantic dildos, and I want them cheap. Okay? Get back to work. Don't call me when you're on the job doing jobs. Okay? Well, we have a lot of voicemail. Holy crap, that's a lot of voicemail. Hold on 1 second here. Let me just filter through this. Oh, okay, there's one of... Jeez. All right, let's listen to some voicemail. 917-719-5923. Let's see what this is all about here.
Beep! There's the beep. What's up, Nick? Cabot here. Hey, I got a joke for you.
Oh, God.
How come there are illegals? There's no illegals that work in the future. No, wait, hold on. I'll try it again. But how's it? Why are there no illegals? But we ain't supposed to say the N-word, right? Why are there no illegals on Star Trek? Why ain't there no illegals on Star Trek? Because they don't work in the future either. Woo! Boy! Boy, you get that? They don't work in the future either. Whoop, whoop! You totally suck at jokes. Nick!
That's a horrible joke. Basically, most illegals are working, aren't they? That's the whole thing. I've heard that joke before. I think it was told differently, though. I think there was something changed in there. But now that I think about it, any way you could turn that joke would be silly, because Star Trek had every type of... Anyway, let's listen to another voicemail. 917-719... Diane, what's the last numbers of that?
Hey, is this Nick the Rat?
I felt like my brain right there. Oh, it's a cool background, Bushi. I can make it cooler. You want to see something here? Sorry, if you're not watching the video for this, then you're going to be missing out on not much, really. But now it's going to do something here. That's... Here we go. All right. Okay. Anyway, I just changed the background a little bit. Make it weird. Keep it weird, everybody. Eons. What should we do now? Oh, it's 14 past midnight in the sewer, Ned says, and he's right. It is 12:14 right now. Crap. I missed midnight in the sewer. I
need that hot steam directly in my skull cave.
Hello, Mr. the Rat.
Hello.
If that is your real name. I have a question for you.
Oh. What the
Pardon me. What kind of key was that? Okay, I'm looking forward to your answer. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Was that a tea bag? Was that a bong? I first I saw it was a bong, and then it was tea. I hope it was a weed tea. Marijuana tea. 917-719-592. Please don't sue me.
Beep. Hey, Nick. This ain't Kevbot. This is somebody else. But why did the combine refuse to get the aspirin? Because it didn't want to pick the cotton. Beep.
Why did the combine refuse to get the aspirin? Because it didn't want to pick the cotton. I am so confused by that one. I might get kicked off the air for not knowing what that means. I don't know if anybody here knows what that means. All right, combine. A group of people or companies acting together for a commercial purpose. I don't know. I don't get this joke, if it even was a joke. If it might have been offensive, that might have been the most offensive thing ever, because I don't even understand it. But if it was offensive, I'm sorry. It was maybe racist. I don't know. It was maybe it was racist. I don't know. What kind of tea is it? Earl Grey. Probably hot. 917-719-5923. Give me a call. You could talk anytime. Like this person just did. Hello, person. Place thing.
Combine, it's a piece of big farming equipment. I think it's what they use to like pull hay up after they come in and cut everything for the season.
But why didn't it want to get
shit.
it didn't want to get the aspirin? What?
So tell me the joke again. Let's see if we can deconstruct this together.
From what I recall, it said, why didn't the combine want to get the aspirin? Because it didn't want to pick the cotton. Wait, hold on one second. I got it written here. Wait, no, that's not it. No, it's this one. Here we go. Why did the combine refuse to get the aspirin? Because it didn't want to pick the cotton. Now, this is the 10th time I'm saying this, so I'm probably going to get kicked off the internet.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It was worth it, right? It was always worth it.
Maybe, as long as I know what's going on here.
I think the idea is it doesn't want to take the pain medications to make its headache go away.
You don't want
I'm not sure what the cotton bent is to this, admittedly.
Well, I know in aspirin bottles there'll be a cotton ball at the top, so if you want to get to the aspirin, you would have to take the cotton out of the bottle.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So the combine's picking all the cotton on these farms and shit, mass harvesting and all that. Actually, got a funny story about a combine, but yeah, with the little cotton ball at the top of the bottle that checks out. Once upon a time, I came home from community college, and when I got home, we lived out kind of in the sticks, and it was coming back from community college, and my mom is sitting out in the front part of the driveway. It's the only house in the area, and she's playing with this little kitten, which I was very, very surprised about, because I knew that my mom did not like cats. She had never liked cats. I think one had actually tried to sleep on her chest when she was a baby because she had the bottle nearby. But she's playing with this fucking little kitten. And turns out she was out mowing the grass outside. She was by the highway that went by our house, and she started hearing this little mew coming from the bushes nearby. It wasn't the bushes, it was actually the road. And she had seen this kitten just sitting out middle of the road, and a combine was coming down. The combine, they're big. They take up like a lane and a half. So they kind of have to like drive on the shoulder to some degree.
Yeah.
And she ended up like going over there and picking the kitten up, and she was with us for, well, that would have been like 2006 or 7 when we lost her last year.
So you just scooped this free pussy up off the side of the road?
No, my mom scooped that free pussy off the side of the road.
Oh.
Yeah.
Riding on top of the combine.
Yeah. No. Nope. Cat was in the road. Combine was coming down the road.
Oh.
Probably 50 yards out. You know, it's just driving to the next field where they got to go do some plowing.
Is there some sexual innuendo going on here?
You know, I would be disappointed if there wasn't at this point. It's very, very sexually charged energy.
So where's that pussy now?
In a brass container on my sister's mantelpiece. Or I'm sorry, it's on the dresser in her bedroom.
Well, I think you could still you could probably send pieces of that pussy to China and get it cloned.
Nah, the cells are broken down.
Oh,
it's too far
sad.
at this point. I mean, even the hair samples, you got like a time window that you're dealing with, but when you go to clone it, it's not going to have the same lifespan.
Yeah, like also it's gonna have like a different soul. It would be. It's kind of like the Pet Cemetery. It's like you kind of bury it and it comes back, and it's the same. It looks the same, but it's different.
Yeah, trust me, man. I've lost 3 cats within the last year, and I wish it was easy as just going out and, you know, carbon copy, rubber stamping the next one, and it's just not.
Isn't
not
it?
the case.
It sucks. It's because things that die bring so much joy into people's lives, but it sometimes dies. You know. So sometimes you might not want to like. Maybe I don't want to have any of that good pussy around, because sooner or later it's gonna die. You know, and maybe instead of
Can I tell you?
having have to deal with the death of the little kitty cat, I just never get one.
I'm going to tell you one of my favorite Norm Macdonald quotes. Paraphrase at least. He said,
I was about to say we don't have 10 hours.
What's that?
I was about to say we don't have 10 hours.
Oh, I'm glad that we all finally figured out that we're all going to die. It's just a matter of what order now.
It just beeps.
Mhm. Yep, they do that sometimes.
Caller, are you scared of death?
Not really. I'm
do you
scared
lay
of
in bed
drowning, but that's not like
staring?
that's just the physical act of having water. Just, you know, not for me. But I mean, after that, like, what are you gonna do? Be scared more? I just know that going towards the light seems to be part of the matrix that helps keep everything reproducing. It's what keeps us. Maybe going towards the light is like carbon copy, rubber stamping our soul in some way.
Would you ever make clones of yourself to harvest the body parts? Or would you think that's immoral?
Only for sexual favors.
VCA 089 Dystopia Today. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio, episode 300, something or other, something somewhere. All right, people. Let's start talking about reanimating the dead. There's been a couple news stories going around. This one's from Smithsonian Magazine. Scientists use dead spiders as claw machines. All right. Now, I know the dark sewer scientists are a couple of sick fucks, but there's some other scientists out there I think they're shooting air or something into spiders to pick up. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Part of the dumb stuff is the fact that I read this article and I still have no idea about anything. All right, I could just read. Do you want me to just? I'll just read you the article and then I'll tell you what I don't know, and I'll tell you how dumb what I do now know is. Spider corpses. No, this is who wrote. Daily correspondent Margaret Osborne for the Smithsonian Magazine. Spider corpses turned into robots sound like a far-fetched plotline of a B horror movie. It actually sounds like dumber than a B horror movie. Like, there was that cool movie with the robot spiders in that building with the needles on them. I gotta watch that again. I saw that as a kid growing up. I forget what that movie was. But there was like robot spiders and there was like needles on them, and they were going up a building, and there was like terrorists. Tom Selleck was in it. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking about the other guy with the mustache. All right, let's keep reading this bullshit here. They're calling, in a paper published in Advanced Science, maybe I should just click that. Research dubbed the use of biotic materials as robotic components as necrobotics. Necrobotics. It's like necromancy for the real world. Gene Seaman? Is that why his name is didn't he have a lot of sex? Because he was he had he had semen in his genes. Actually, that works in like 3 different ways. That's weird. They say the area research could be used to create biodegradable grippers for very small objects. All right. I was going to... hold on one second. Spiders do not have antagonistic muscle pairs like biceps or triceps in humans. Yap explains in the university statement. They only have flexor muscles, which allow their legs to curl in, and they extend them outwardly by hydraulic pressure. That's why I said air. I don't know. When they die, they lose their ability to activate pressurized... when they die, they lose the ability to actively pressurize their bodies. That's why they curl up. So I think they're pressurizing the body. They don't say what the fuck they're doing in this article. Oh, actually, I was right. By puffing small amounts of air through the syringe. Okay, so I just had to keep reading. You're basically blowing air up dead spiders' asses to make them expand and contract. And they think this is going to be useful. For what? For biodegradable small pincers? If they have to take a needle and stick it in the spider's ass and fill it with air, you think they could just build a little metal fucking gripper? What am I reading here? Because necrobotic gripper has inherent compliance and camouflage capabilities, we envision that we can deploy it in a scientific field work. For example, to capture and collect small insects and other live specimens without damaging them. Okay. I see what they're saying. Like it's like a fucking flimsy gripper. But just build a fucking plastic flimsy gripper. Just like a little net or something. You don't have to stick a needle in a spider's ass to blow air up in it to grab a fly or something. This seems like a really weird way to make a goddamn sandwich. Yeah, I know. It's like... Despite looking like it might have to come back to life, we're certain that it's inanimate. It's providing us with something really useful. Yeah, who's going to think blowing air up a dead spider's asshole to make it wiggle is any sort of reanimation? Gosh, oh boy. If you would like to talk about blowing air up insects' butts, give a call at 917-719-5923. Like this person. Like this person did.
Beep.
Oh,
hey,
fuck.
Kev out here again. Hey, do you know why farts stink? This joke sucks. Because blind people get to laugh too. You get it? There's all kinds of things about it, you know. Kind of be racist and stuff. I don't know, man. I better not touch that shit.
What?
But fucking blind people, fuck them fuckers. Adios, mofos! See ya!
If you have sex with a blind person, do your kids come out blind too? No, that's not how it works. Caller? Unless it's genetic? Oh, is there a caller here? They're probably like, why am I talking to this person now?
Does Ray Charles have kids or Stevie Wonder? Oh,
I heard Stevie Wonder's not really
Ray Charles
blind.
had kids. I think Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder had kids. I don't know.
Together? I didn't know men could have kids with.
Well, you know, nowadays. Plus Ray Charles is dead, so I mean that's
necrophiliac. They're blowing
the miracle of science.
They're blowing air into his dead penis to inseminate another man.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the next level of that spider thing is Ray Charles jizz everywhere.
Could be. I'm just imagining clowns having a new like animal balloon thing. Anyway. Caller, do you think we'll ever be able to reanimate the dead? Like more than blowing air up its ass to make it wiggle?
I don't know. That article is more discouraging if you thought that we could possibly one day reanimate the dead. Positive, because just like you said, blowing air up a spider's ass. Wonder how they killed the spider. I mean, obviously you can't stomp on it and then try and blow air up its ass, right?
You might be able to. I don't know. Maybe it died of old age.
You gotta stomp on it first.
You don't even know if these spiders are dead or alive. I had a spider on my wall just sitting there for like fucking 10 years. I don't know. I think it was still alive. I might have been dead. I don't know. Oh, I just got to the.
You know what it probably needed though.
Some water.
No, just air blowing up its ass.
Oh. I'm looking at the scientific paper for it, and it looks like dance moves for a spider. Some of the parts. It's like some weird pictures of.
Did they like document the movements in like a chart or something?
Yeah, and they actually got like a syringe with air in it, and they're just sticking it in the spider's ass.
I was kind of thinking they used the compressed air that you like blow out computer parts with.
No, it's something you would
they just blow it across the table, and they're like, "Yeah, look, I animated it. It's reanimated.
It
flew across the table."
You would think it wouldn't even take that much air. Like, this is a big syringe they got stuck up this guy's asshole. Spider's not that big.
Yeah, that's just excessive. That's like overhandling.
Well, the spider's handling it well. They probably lubed it up with mayo.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean
There's a part. There's a part of the scientific documentation that's titled "Conflict of Interest." It says the authors declare no conflict of interest. They haven't talked to these spiders' families.
So they were like all in on blowing air up the spider's ass. Everybody was in agreement that they should do that.
I want to be a scientist. How much are they getting paid to stick fucking ink refillers up spider butts?
Why don't they do something cool like a raccoon or something, you know?
Yeah, can you blow air up a dead raccoon's ass to make it grab like apples or something?
Turn it back into the dumpster panda it once was.
These poor spiders. They euthanized it.
I wonder what does it list what kind of spiders they used, or because that's kind of interesting.
It's a spider. That's a good question, actually. That
So, like,
doesn't.
know your spiders, I guess.
I can't parse all this. There's a lot of information on this page that I was looking at.
It had to be, well, if it's a big shrimp, it'd have to be a bigger spider. Do you think they're using something like a tarantula or?
It's not as big as a tarantula. It's about 5 millimeters big.
So it's like maybe a wolf or what's the little like yellow clear ones. Those are, what do they call them? Banana spiders.
Oh yeah. It's ugly. It's an ugly spider. It's kind of big, judging by these pictures. It's about
Got a little fur on it.
No, it's about the size of the guy's fingernail, I would say. Like the body is, the legs go bigger. So
Where was this at a university that this air
do you
was
think
blown into spiders?
Caller, do you think I like did a lot of research into this?
No, I'm just asking you on the level. If you don't know, that's fine.
Well, because I did a lot of research. It was at the School of Hard Knocks for Spiders.
The school for where spiders go to hell.
This is Wait, they chose the prosoma as the insert point for the needle. What's a prosoma? Another term for a cephalx thorax. The fused head and thorax of spiders. Wait, so they put it in the spider's head? I thought they were sticking up its asshole. Do spiders even have assholes? Do spiders
Well, I think, that's where the web comes out, right? Or
anuses? Let's see. They got plaque openings. Ew. What is?
Is that because of the web comes out of there, right? I think.
Yeah.
That's why they say that.
Yeah.
Is there poo web? Is that what that is?
Spider poo.
So when you walk into a spider web, you're actually walking into spider poop.
Do spiders poop? Yes, spiders poop. Anything that eats must eliminate waste. Poop is the result of their digestive process. Spiders don't digest insect shells. So they actually do shit. What do spider poop look like? Their feces looks like splats or drips in the shade of black, brown, white, or gray. The color or the type of the feces. So they do liquid shits.
They're in a constant state of diarrhea. I guess look at that's a
Ew. I'm finding
not to
pictures
eat
of
bugs.
spider shit. It looks like if you cut a pen open and you shook it and it splattered ink all over.
It's definitely a testament for not eating bugs.
This is a lot of
'Cause
shit.
They'll have the shits all the time.
I'm looking at this picture over here. This is a. Hold on, I gotta post this picture here. I'm just gonna post this in the chat room. This is like. This must have took 20 years of spider shitting. Like, this is ridiculous. There's no way one spider made this much shit.
That's excessive.
That's an excessive amount of shit. That's
yeah.
That's I don't believe that. This is I'm gonna sue whoever wrote this article. That's not spider shit. Because I've seen spiders. I've never seen this.
Yeah. If that was in the office, you'd be like, who the hell did that to the toilet?
Ew, what the fuck is that? There's even no way is this real. Maybe this is Australia though, because this is.
Look at the little like white. Oh,
Yeah, I know,
think
like the
I've seen
little
some of that
fucking
before.
like chocolate chips that are white. This is not spider shit. I would no way.
When you scroll down, it says how to clean spider poop.
Use a sponge, you idiot.
I found spider poop. What does it mean?
It means you're fucking filthy.
What do you do if you found spider droppings?
Look at that picture for how to get rid of spiders. Like, how does it get to
From your
that
own
point?
Jesus.
How does it
That's
get
like
to
somebody's
that?
garage or something.
It's like under your house.
Like, yeah, exactly. If that's in your house, like, dude, I don't think you're
not alive.
I
You
don't
might
think
be
you've
dead.
claimed in a century.
You might be getting air blown up your ass to type on your keypad.
Oh, you can use a vinegar spray, essential oils, and other home remedies such as black pepper, turmeric, cloves, salt, lemon, and garlic spray.
You could use vinegar for anything.
Yeah. It's a wonder mixture.
So how are you doing this week, NN? I know who you are now.
No, you don't.
You're NN, aren't you?
Sure. Yeah. It's been a shitty week.
Work-wise, life-wise, health-wise, family-wise, money-wise.
Work-wise.
Work-wise?
Issues. I just came back from like a little mini vacation too.
Fuck work,
Come
man.
back to like problem galore.
Don't let work get to you. Just imagine work being a way to live life, and anything that happens during it is like pulling a Band-Aid.
Oh, I should do it fast. Well, wait.
Just don't work.
Just don't work. Just leave it forever.
Like how bad could work get other than like shitty hours? Or
I mean, you could lose your job.
well, are you on the path of losing your job right now?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll
Do you
see.
show up on time?
Depends on the day.
I think the only I'm so cynical. I think you could keep your job forever as long as you show up on time. You don't even have to do anything. You just
No, that's 100%. That's we've got people in our at my work that they show up on time, but they do the worst work possible.
Doesn't matter.
And they are the most incompetent people ever, but they show up on time. So.
It's like jobs just need bodies. They just need warm bodies. It's like we just need to have bodies here for tax reasons. I don't even know why they need them.
Just to go through the motions, I guess. Are we all just cogs in the great machine?
Sort of, but we're also not. You have control over your local sphere.
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, but you're always chasing the almighty dollar, kind of.
Yeah.
Just to live. I mean, it's not necessarily
What's weird
a
about
chase, I guess.
work? There's so many probably better places to be than where you are currently. Like, I don't think you're
yeah.
you're at your dream. You're probably not at your dream job right now. You're probably not at your. There might be a job nirvana waiting for you,
Like a
like on the
boob
other side.
massager at a strip club or
Hey,
something
that
like
might
that. Or...
if that's are you if that's what your dream job is. That sounds disgusting. That I don't. We rub your stripper feet after it's been dancing on this
Hey, I didn't
covered
say
in
feet, easy.
floor
You
stage
ruin
oil.
it now. You ruined the dream.
Yeah, well, hey, maybe you need. I'm just trying to say. Well, okay, if that's your dream, okay, fine, it's great. I'd rather rub a stripper's feet than like sumo wrestler feet.
Oh yeah, yeah, those big fat guys. I don't know. Maybe they take really good care of their feet because that's what it takes to become a sumo. So
That's true. They might be nice and
as long as
squishy
they,
and
you know, as long as it pays well and
probably pays better than strippers.
feet don't have fungus and like those nasty ass crooked toenails and shit.
Strippers probably
You
have
might do
crooked
it for if
toenails.
the cash is right.
Now I want to rub some fucking sumo wrestler feet.
Watch, you'll find out. Like, yes, the sumo wrestler foot massages get paid $250,000 a year.
I don't even know what a dream job is. You know what? You know what's
I don't think I do.
reality is like.
I don't think I do either.
It's when you if you meet. Do you have friends? Do you? I have like one
yeah,
or
but it's
I got one or two.
It's a quickly shrinking group of people. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they do dwindle away. When it's a dream job is like meeting a new friend. It's like if you meet you can have a shitty job, but as long as you like the people you work with, it's kind of getting paid good too. But yeah, it's just hard to meet people. Hard to meet people. Hard to find a good job. It's annoying to do. It almost makes me want universal basic instincts income. But nah.
Yeah, I kind of see where you're going with that. I mean, after time, does a dream job turn into a job that becomes a daily grind, I guess?
Especially if
You know what I'm
management
saying?
changes. It depends on a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, it's something that you love. I mean, that's they always say, "Oh, do what you love," and
But what if you do what you love for somebody you hate?
well, that or if you do it so often that you begin to hate what you love.
What if you start to love that you hate it? Huh.
That opens up a whole nother bag of issues. Possibly a few trips to the well, I guess that becomes
It's like a
BDSM
sadist
thing, kind of.
I'm a blue collared sadist.
I think you just invented a new kink.
Tighten that tie. Do what you love if you want and end up hating it or something. I don't know. But anyway, caller.
Yeah. Hello.
Wrong Sting Wreck. Funked up 748.
right. I wanna hear that click and dance with you in the rain tonight. Oh, baby, dance with me in the rain tonight. Oh, baby, I dig that click way too much. Some ought to say that I am a lush. Give me a compliment and I blush. Y'all think maybe we could do lunch? How about brunch with champagne? Dance with me, baby. Dance with me, baby, out in the rain. Take a picture for an old frame. I know how you're just afraid that I could not tame and give my name. No. Well, dance with me, baby, out in the rain. Let them all stare. We'll put flowers in our hair. Shoot the peace sign up in the air. That'll give them all a scare. Hell, like we're old hippies, still alive from the 60s, dancing like we might be high. Yeah, like we're old hippies, still alive from the 60s, dancing like we might be high. I'm starting to feel it, I'm starting to get there, getting closer to that and hearing that click, I swear, that click in my head, and let it be said, it's all about the trip to the fair. It's all about the trip, baby. It's all about the trip. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it. I think I'm there. Yeah. Another great trip.
My own experience. I try to understand now where in everyday life, in our normal experience, do we feel really happy? And to start those studies about 40 years ago, I began to look at creative people, first artists and scientists and so forth, trying to understand what made them feel that it was worth essentially spending their life doing things for which many of them didn't expect either fame or fortune, but which made their life meaningful and worth doing. This was one of the leading composers of American music back in the 70s, and the interview was 40 pages long, but this little excerpt is a very good summary of what he was saying during the interview, and it describes how he feels when composing is going well. And he starts by describing it as an ecstatic state. Now, ecstasy in Greek meant simply to stand to the side of something. And then it became essentially an analogy for a mental state where you feel that you're not doing your ordinary everyday routines. So ecstasy is essentially a stepping into an alternative reality. And it's interesting if you think about it, how when we think about the civilizations that we look up to as having been pinnacles of human achievement, whether it's China, Greece, Hindu civilization, or the Mayas, or Egyptians, what we know about them is really about their ecstasies, not about their everyday life. We know the temples they built, so where people could come to experience a different reality. We know about the circuses, the arenas, sport arenas, the theaters. These are the remains of civilizations, and they are the places that people went to experience life in a more concentrated, more ordered form. Now, this man doesn't need to go to a place like this, which is also, this place, this arena, which is built like a Greek amphitheater, is a place for ecstasy also. We are participating in a reality which is different from that of everyday life that we're used to. But this man doesn't need to go to there. He needs just a piece of paper where he can put down little marks, and as he does that, he can imagine sounds that had not existed before in that particular combination. So once he gets to that point of beginning to create, like Jennifer did in her improvisation, a new reality, that is a moment of ecstasy. He enters that different reality. Now, he says also that this is so intense an experience that it feels almost as if it didn't exist. And that sounds like a kind of a romantic exaggeration, but actually our nervous system is incapable of processing more than about 110 bits of information per second. And in order to hear me and understand what I'm saying, you need to process about 60 bits per second.
The subliminal advertising, I think that people do push back after a point. Like people are not such completely fluoridated, subjugated that they'll just never revolt no matter how bad things get. There is a point where they're not going to get away with every amoral tactic that the human mind can imagine, you know what I mean? I'm sure it'll be terrible, but I think that dream advertising is probably unethical, and I think a lot of people would have a public pushback against that.
His construction with the mirrors shows that for any two such events, there is always some observer for whom those two events happen at the same time. You just have to imagine the mirrors fly through the events and the observer flies through directly in the middle. And then you adjust the velocity until the photons hit both events at the same time. Okay, so any two causally disconnected events happen simultaneously for some observer. Now take any two events that are causally connected, like eating too much cheese for dinner and then feeling terrible the morning after. Find some event that isn't causally connected to either. Let's say this event is a supernova going off in a distant galaxy. There are then always observers for whom the supernova and your cheese dinner are simultaneous, and there are observers for whom the supernova and your morning after are simultaneous. Let's then put all those together. If you're comfortable with saying that something, anything, exists now which isn't here, then, according to Einstein's fourth assumption, this must be the case for all observers. But if all the events that you think happen now exist, and all other observers say that the events that happen at the same time as those events exist, then all events exist now. Another way to put this is that all times exist in the same way. This is called the block universe. It's just there.
Hello?
Hello, this is an important message from the Financial Hardship Loan Center.
Oh, cool.
We have been trying to reach you regarding a $36,000 loan that can be approved today. This loan can be used
I took out a
for
loan?
any purpose, including paying off debt or unexpected bills.
Wait, I could get a
If you
loan.
would like to finalize your application, press 1.
Sure.
If you would like to be removed
I'm
from our
confused
list,
though. What's
your
a
call is
what's a
being
loan though?
transferred with no...
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for calling the New York Financial Hardship Loan Center.
Hi.
In order to continue, you must have at least $10,000 of debt.
Debt.
This debt can include credit cards, medical bills, or personal loans.
How about to
If you
prostitutes?
would like to be removed from this list,
No.
press 9.
No.
If you would like to apply for a financial
Yes.
hardship loan, press 0.
0.
Accurate Finance. So you're calling for financial help?
Yeah, I just got the call that I could get a $3,000 loan or something.
Yeah, so it's that's for credit repair, where we call in reference to debt relief or financial assistance.
Oh, yeah. I do. I think I qualify. They said $10,000.
Correct.
Yeah. How does this work though?
Yeah, so my name is Malachi. I'm a verifier here at the Enrollment Center. What I could do is just walk you through the rest of pre-qualification. So I'm looking at the file here. There's some notes. It said we owed about $15,000 in credit cards, correct?
I'm closer to 16,000.
Okay. So what I'd do is just go ahead and make sure we meet the pre-qualification criteria. As soon as we do that, we'll go ahead and confirm these debts on file. I'll get you with my senior enrollment specialist who'll go over these debts with you as well as your options, okay?
It sounds pretty good.
All right. And are we currently making payments on these debts at the time?
Fuck no, that's why I need help.
Okay.
Hello?
Good afternoon, men, young men, old men, middle men, all the men in every universe, everywhere. Here to tell you, in case you forgot, which I really hope that you did not, that you are handsome and you are courageous and you are smart and you are worthy, my nigga.
Well, in what sense is our society male-dominated?
The fact that the vast majority of wealth is owned by men, the vast majority of capital is owned by men. Women do more unpaid labour.
Very tiny proportion of men, and a huge proportion of people who are seriously disaffected are men. Most people in prison are men. Most people who are on the street are men. Most victims of violent crime are men. Most people who commit suicide are men. Most people who die in wars are men. People who do worse in school are men. It's like, where's the dominance here precisely? What you're doing is you're taking a tiny substrata of hyper-successful men and using that to represent the entire structure of Western society. There's nothing about that that's vaguely appropriate.
No way! There's Guile, Ryu, Zangi, Wonka, and Dalcine! What's a Dalsum?
Memorize things that Neil deGrasse Tyson says to plumbers. Hundreds of videos. Is it me, or is that guy never talking to scientists? He's always talking to some meathead like me that's like going like, wow, Neil, you're really smart. I want to see Neil talk to another scientist. I guarantee you the guy's going, shut the fuck up, Neil. All right, I'm not some rube you found at a bus stop. All right, this isn't a podcast, all right? We're in the lab, motherfucker. Huh? You want to take out a graduated cylinder and show me what you got? Huh? Neil? Why do I know your middle name? Like you fucking invented something? You know what you invented? Talking to people way dumber than you are so you can seem smart and get some fucking celebrity pussy. That's what you're doing, Neil. Meanwhile, I'm in the fucking lab. No one knows my name. I'm out here curing shit. The fuck did you do during COVID?
So a lot of people have been asking me, hey, how do I know if I'm a stupid person? Well, this is an excellent question, because the first step of recovery from being a stupid person is acknowledging that you are or might be a stupid person. The first qualification to be a stupid person is, are you a carbon-based life form? And if you are a carbon-based life form, then you are a perfect candidate for being stupid. So acknowledging that you might be stupid, that is the first step.
Do you have a steady boyfriend?
No. No. I don't have time. And I suppose I don't think about it very much.
What kind of fellow would you like, really, when you do have time to get around to that?
Huh. I don't know. I suppose I would like somebody who understood my business.
That music of yours really gets to you, Mr. Spock.
Yes, I find it relaxing.
Relaxing. It's, well, I don't know what you call it, but relaxing isn't the word.
Most interesting. I suppose it works differently on non-Vulcan nervous systems.
I would certainly love to learn to play it.
I would be pleased to give you the theory. The mathematics, however, are somewhat complex. To my knowledge, no non-Vulcan has ever mastered the instrument.
Everything that gets into your brain affects your reality tunnel, your worldview, or your belief system, which I abbreviate BS. The three major things I've been trying to teach in all of my books is never believe fully in anybody else's BS. I don't care if it's Roger Nish, the Pope, L. Ron Hubbard, George Bush, or I don't care who it is. Don't swallow all their belief system totally. Don't accept all of their bullshit. All their BS. The second rule is like unto the first. Don't believe totally in your own BS. Which means that, as Bucky Fuller said, the universe consists of non-simultaneously apprehended events.
And we're using it is, unfortunately. Universe is non-simultaneously apprehended. What?
Non-simultaneously.
Universe is non-simultaneously apprehended. What?
The universe consists of non-simultaneously apprehended events, which means any belief system or reality tunnel you've got right now is going to have to be revised and updated as you continue to apprehend new events later in time, not simultaneously.
You can't apprehend, you can't comprehend, you can't perceive, you can't understand the whole universe at once. That requires some thought and some repetition. Universe is non-simultaneously apprehended. As we go through our lives, minute by minute, second by second, day by day, we're never perceiving the same universe that we perceived before. If we are, it's because we stopped paying attention. That's why you get bored, you're not paying attention. We can't apprehend the whole universe right now, the past, present, and future, and all space-time. How it takes 9 years for signals to get here from Sirius even. Think how long it would take to get here from the other end from the furthest galaxy. So, in terms of general relativity, it's not the same time everywhere, so the universe is non-simultaneously apprehended. But that means our knowledge at any particular time is knowledge of part of the universe. Tomorrow we'll know more, maybe not much more, maybe a lot more, who knows. I might turn on CNN tomorrow morning and find the greatest scientific discovery of the last 5 million years has just been announced. Now, who knows? And then again, it may take 20 years for the breakthrough of that magnitude, but scenario universe is non-simultaneously apprehended, which is why we need maybe logic. Our maps of the universe, our ideas should be changing all the time. So people who claim, I've got the truth, just don't realize. They think they comprehended the whole universe simultaneously. It can't be done. All they comprehended is part of it. They haven't comprehended everything up to date either, because most of them don't know everything that happens up to date. I don't know everything that happens up until this date, and the people who are most sure of themselves know even less than I do in most cases, which means they're really dumb.
This is the natural functioning of the human brain. It's the way children's brains perform before they're wrecked by the school system. It's the way the minds of all great scientists and artists work. But once you have a belief system, everything that comes in either gets ignored if it doesn't fit the belief system, or it gets distorted enough so that it can fit into the belief system. You got to be continually revising your map of the world, or you'll lose more and more contact with reality. Anybody who has a belief system which covers the whole universe, that would be the Roman Catholics, Orthodox Islam, the Scientologists, PsyCop, the Marxists, the Objectivists, and most of the assholes you meet on the street. What has happened is their brain has stopped receiving new signals. Or to the extent that new signals do get in, they all have to be edited to fit into the belief system. Now, I've shown you, you can't say all about anything. You can't say all about the universe. You can't know all about this room. You can't know all about this. And yet we think we know ourselves. What you really are is totally unknown, and by definition infinite, because you can't experience all of it at one time, and you can never know it all at one time. Every day you can find new aspects to yourself if you allow yourself to change and grow. And the best way to allow yourself to change and grow is to realize how little you know and pay more attention to what's going on around you.
A local family is using a tragedy in their lives to hopefully help other families in similar situations. Mitch Hedberg, a nationally known comedian who is from the Twin Cities, died of an accidental drug overdose in March 2005. In honor of Mitch, his family recently hosted the Mitch Hedberg Memorial Charity Golf Tournament to raise funds for Minnesota Teen Challenge. Mitch's mother, Mary Hedberg of Maplewood, tells us what Mitch would have thought of the event.
First of all, Mitch would be embarrassed by all the attention his name is getting. He loved comedy, he loved being on the stage, but as soon as anybody paid attention to him, he got very shy. But I think he'd admire us. I think Mitch knew he had a problem. He just could not come to terms with dealing with it.
Comedy Central presents Mitch Hedberg.
Even though there were some difficult times with Mitch, Mary has plenty of fond memories.
Mitch was a good kid. He was kind and generous. The drugs did such a disservice to him. He was a smart kid. I mean, I think anybody that knows his comedy at all knows that, because he took just everyday things and made them very funny. You know, I say over and over and over, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that?
Whenever I walk, people try to hand me out flyers. And when someone tries to hand me out a flyer, it's kind of like they're saying, here, you throw this away.
Mary says Mitch had a way with jokes, even at a young age.
Mitch always wanted to be an entertainer. That kind of spoke for itself when he was already very young. He would, we had a 2-story garage, and he would set up shows in the garage and invite all the neighbors, and we were not aware of that. We knew he was doing the show thing, you know. Suddenly people started streaming into our backyard to watch his shows.
Over 22 teams of golfers attended the event to raise money for Minnesota Teen Challenge, which is one of the largest residential drug and alcohol programs in the state. A final dollar figure isn't available yet, as the family is hoping for more donations to roll in after the event.
We want to make this sizable contribution, because if even one person is able to go through the Teen Challenge program, and it's an admirable program. They have a 60-day program and a year-long program. Most people there are in the year-long program. And, you know, it takes a long time to overcome drug addiction. If one person can be offered that opportunity, I'll think that we succeeded.
Oh, by the way, I have a photon joke. Can I tell it?
Tell the photon.
Okay. A photon checks into a hotel.
Not a bar. A hotel.
Not a bar. No,
Okay.
this has to be a hotel.
It can't be racy because this is a family.
I got this.
Okay.
I got this. Photon checks into a hotel. The bellhop hat comes up and says, do you have any luggage? And the photon says, no, I'm traveling light.
And if the bellhop were here tonight, he'd laugh a big fat laugh.
Yes,
He'd
yes,
get it.
indeed.
Okay.
So.
Hey, Nick. Not Kevbot again. But guess what crackheads get their kids for Christmas?
I don't know. What?
Not your back. I'll leave that one open.
On your back. They get your crackheads. Guess what crackheads get their kids for Christmas? Not your back. I'll leave that one open. Catbot, I don't know what you're saying over here. 917-719-5923.
This is Marinara Tony. We're gonna need the rat pox samples. Send them stamped. And don't you send the hamster pox. Last time you sent it, we gave it to the president's son. Still trouble. Marinara Tony out.
Diane? Trace that call. Block it. Send 4 of the armed scientists to the top floor. And 2 to the bottom. All right. Looks like we're having a great time here at 987-654-3212-345678. Fuck you, Bushi. Jesus Christ. I'm just here reading the chat, and there's these numbers popping up, and those aren't the right numbers. I never know where the mic is supposed to be. Should the mic be here? Should the mic be there? Phone lines are wide open. We're talking about necrophiliacs and I guess racist jokes.
Hey, beep! Beep! Hey, Nick. Not Kevin. Not Kevbot again. But guess what? It's long, has a long line, and it's very diverse. Smells like shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, C. The warfare line, motherfucker!
What? Kevbot, I don't know what you're saying. Kevbot, like, is this one more coherent? Let's say.
Beep! Hey, Nick. This is an old one, but a good one. Back when I used to call you, I'll start this one. But I said Pippin. A Pippin Tom. There's no such thing as a Pippin Tom, but guess what? There's a peeking. A peeking Tom? Is it peeking Tom? What's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom? A pickpocket watches. What? Picks it snatches? Watches snatches? You got it. You know what I'm saying. Snatches, watches, and other watches, snatches.
Ah, yeah.
Oh! Booyah!
All right, that was
Kevbot out.
Yeah, he is really bad at telling jokes. Pretty bad at telling jokes. But
hey, remember this one joke about
the thing is that the sewer is unscreened. There's no filter connecting the us to him, sadly.
beep? Hey, where do white lesbians go to drink? A Klondike bar.
Kevbot, are you writing these jokes? Is it? Diane, can we get somebody else, another different person calling? Jesus.
Corey, you left your keys at my house. Corey. Hey, I know you were really drunk, but you're not going to get in your car. Call me back.
Hey, back. Did you hear about the Mexican train robber? No, Nam in the chat room. I did not hear about the Mexican train robber. But I did hear that Kevbot called. He had locomotives.
Beep, beep. Hey, Nick, I was watching this thing on Netflix where like this girl like stuck her hand in her ass and they called her butthole girl. I could be your butthole girl, but I ain't a girl, and I don't know if I could stick my hand up my ass. We could just try it. I'd probably shit all over my hand, but we could try it. Why don't you just play some really good music, and we'll see. And call me back.
David Onohua with Eon Prom Tycoon.
Nine, 1, 7, 7, 1, 9, 5, 9, 2, 3.
Corey, I'm sick of this shit. Quit knocking on the windows. Please stop. It's fucking weird. I'm gonna fucking call the cops on you. Stop it. Beep. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. 100 more make you stick your hand in your asshole. Woo!
In the year 2011, it was their perfect world, but there was no room for heroes.
Haven't brought in.
There was no room for freedom. And now, it was time to run.
Blow that jerk's car.
The Last Chase.
All right, come on, baby.
Closing at 1,000 feet.
The ultimate hero, driving the last car on Earth in a fight for survival. B. Majors, Chris Makepeace, and Burgess Meredith as Williams.
$190, $205, $210, $220, $230, $240.
The Last Chase.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zindu. You might recall that I'm from Oktar. Also, I was a newscaster on that terrible show Nick the Rat Radio. All those checks he gave me bounced. I almost destroyed him, but it did get me a lot of chicks. Now, when I'm out there cruising with the babes, with the chicas, I really like to have sex with them. Yes. Oh man, nothing better than having sex with people you're with. It's better than watching Netflix, I'll say that. Sometimes I remember Nick the Rat while I'm trying to get it on. And it makes getting my penis, my big Oktarian thick log, filled with blood. It's very difficult sometimes, even though I'm in great health and I have a giant penis. But that's okay, because I still have connections in the dark sewer network, and they have the best dick pills ever. Oh man, these penis pills will make you harder than you've ever believed. It's like they juiced Medusa and put her in a bottle, and she's just staring at your penis all night. Oh man, rock hard, the best thing in the world. If you want to get yours, you just give 917-719-5923. Give them a call. The dark sewer scientists are standing by to take your order. One bottle, only $69.99. There's 100 of these bad boys in there. You can be pill popping all night. You're not going to die either, because if you do, we don't exist. Ha 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 ha. Do what Sindhu does. Have tons of unprotected drug-fueled sex today with dark sewers, penis hardening, pill popping fun. Order now.
Are you sick and tired of counting your calories while you're trying to get all boozed up and get your thang on? Well, using the new Nick the Rat rat tail method, you too could not count calories while getting trashed and trying to stick your thing and wang, if you know what I'm trying to say. Basically, there's 1 or 2 steps to this method. Now, if you want me to slow down, I'll slow down. So let me just say it to you nice and slow. Number 1, you just want to grab a seltzer, any flavor, any brand, any size. Just make sure it's got some bubbles and it doesn't have all that sugar in there. Now, second, you don't want the tonic water. The tonic water has the sugar in it. Second, you're gonna want to grab yourself either the bottom of the barrel or the top shelf liquor. Doesn't matter. That's the best part about this whole entire rat tail method. Basically, you just grab whatever you have, you throw some ice cubes and some seltzer in there, and you don't have to worry about calories, as you get your thang on, while you get your tang on your drunk tip. So have a great evening, everybody, and hopefully you too could have a happier life using the Nick the Rat Tail Alcoholics Anonymous bustin' method. See you later.
I miss you, Nick. I miss you a lot. Maybe I'll call in on a wild card line. What do you say? Have a great show. Bye.
Nick, listen to me. Look up the term jargle. Jargle, Jarggle. They're jargling the fighters, Nick. They're jargling them.
You say jargle? Jardle? Gardle?
Hello?
Hello, caller?
Nick. Hey, Nick. How's it going, buddy?
I'm confused.
Oh?
Oh, I just
Me
Googled
too.
Gardle, and boy, oh boy.
Oh. What did it say?
A Gardle. Do you ever get like your blood pressure taken at like Walmart or some fucking big box store? They got like you sit there and you feel like a heroin addict. They strap you up and they put needles in your arm and they tighten it and it gets all tight. And you think about, wow, I wonder if I put my leg in this thing. It's that, but for your friend's wife. Wait, that's a girdle.
The trick to doing the in-store blood pressure test, go to the bathroom and jerk it off first. The chemicals in your body, will kind of relax you so you get a lower reading. And then you can like take a picture and post it on your Instagram or Meta, whatever the hell. And everyone will be like, wow, that soy diet really helps.
Caller. Have you ever
me?
Have you ever solicited?
That's me.
Have you ever solicited your body? Is that a word? Is solicited a word? That sounds like an actress from the 90s.
Solicited, yeah?
Solicited.
Solicited. I guess that's what we all do when we got a job, yeah?
Yeah, I don't even know what this word means. He called a meeting to solicit their views. Ask for to try to obtain.
Oh, that one burned.
Accost someone and offer one's or someone else's services as a prostitute. So solicit is asking for help or to have sex for money? What?
That's kind of a complicated question, Nick. Why don't you ask me again one line at a time?
Soliciting, the action or fact of accosting. Jim Accoster? What is accosting? What's
I've never accosted Jim.
Approach and address somebody so to aggressively ask somebody for some. So soliciting is to be aggressive and asking for sex.
When you have a PhD, single mothers do that all.
Caller?
Hey, Nick.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, hi. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, great. Okay, so the topic is reanimation, right? I got a story for you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you too.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about spiders getting reanimated, but there's still more.
Well, okay, I got a story about a fly getting reanimated that happened yesterday, actually.
Really?
Yeah. So, okay, I thought I hung up on me for a second, but I was the other guy, the deep throat man.
Oh yeah, Mr. Deep. Mr. Deep.
I've had a fly curse in my kitchen for the past, couple of weeks. A couple of flies, you kill one, immediately another one comes back.
That wasn't you. That was
The
something. Yeah.
The flies, this is how you get to believe in reincarnation. You kill one fly, immediately that fly's back because the universe needed that fly there. So I'm getting to the final boss of these fucking flies. I finally kill one, like against the wall. I feel it crush beneath my fingers. I had a paper towel, it wasn't dirty. And I see two of them. Two flies fly out from where I crushed the single fly. They fly out in opposite directions. My girlfriend's there in the kitchen with me attacking these flies. We both swat them. I hear two strikes. We hit the flies at the same time. The final boss of the flies, smack it, ba-bam. Same time, hits the ground. We hear two hits of the flies hitting the ground. There's one corpse.
Huh.
They re-merge. It was like a jutsu ninja type of situation where the fly separated after I killed it into two fly bodies. And then as we killed those fly bodies simultaneously, it re-merged into one body.
Was there any lubrication, like a Spanish fly involved here, or?
Well, there's lubrication of the love in the air, but aside from that, there's only violence, which is, in a way, lubrication itself.
That's true. Violence is lubrication. I need that as a T-shirt.
Violence is my preferred lubrication. Good night, Nick.
Good night. Caller. Why do people always? Why are they scared? Has there ever been like a bug transmitted? Well, I guess there's Lyme disease and such. But like, if you kill a bug barehanded, it's not like. How dirty is it? How dirty is that bug? Do we have more voicemail? Let's go through some voicemails. Hello, is this a voicemail or a caller?
I don't know. Call, probably.
Is this pre-recorded?
Nick, this is not a recorded call.
Can you press 1?
Beep. I pressed 1.
Wait, you don't have a 1 on your phone? You got a fucked up phone. Anyway, how you doing, caller?
Yeah. Doing good. How about yourself, Nick?
I'm okay.
Nick, I left a message for you earlier. I told you to look up this word jargle.
I got girdle. Girdle came up.
Jargle. Jarggle.
Jarggle.
Jar.
I can't find anything. Wait, that was under news. Urban Dictionary. A creature that is so crazy and lost in his or her own world, they can't help but stick bike pumps up their ass and force themselves to fart fanatically over the carpet in front of most of their good friends. This person has lost his... Is that what they're doing to these spiders? Are they jargling these spiders to life?
They're jargling these spiders, Nick. I think that...
Don't jargle these spiders. Vote Think the Rat 2024.
Don't jargle me spiders.
Don't jargle me spiders. Caller, don't jargle me spiders. How do you know the word jargle? Where did you first hear this?
Don't ask me. I don't know.
It came out March 5th, 2012, this word. Did you know it when it first came out?
No.
Did you know this
Actually
word?
knew about it like maybe 5 years ago.
5 years ago? Okay. Were you dating a jargler?
It's possible.
I would jargle somebody. If I was with somebody I loved, I'd jargle them.
Like, so what would happen if you, okay, say you do jargle somebody, like if you stuck a bike pump up their behind, would their, like, as soon as you start pumping, would their wang start inflating?
Whoa. I never said that it would be a bike pump. I could use a turkey baster. Look, have you ever swallowed air to burp? You could swallow air and burp. You could put air in your. You could put air up your ass. It's jargling. It's jargling, baby. You're not hurting anybody, are you?
No, why?
There's no crime in jargling. It's not against the law.
There is no crime in jargling, but so what they're doing to these spiders, they're not a crime, are they? Is it?
Well, that's forced jargling after killing them, but they're spiders.
They are spiders.
Do spiders have human rights?
Have human what?
I was walking around outside and I saw this sign that said women's rights are human rights or something. And I was like, are women not human?
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't women not human?
I don't know anymore. Are jarglers human?
I mean, on the Urban Dictionary, it says creature.
Jargle rights are human rights or something. A creature. Well, you know, humans are creatures. I'm a creature. You a creature.
Well, you're definitely a creature. You're a rat.
Cartoon one, none the least.
Cartoon. So definitely a creature. Well, I'm gonna get back to work, Nick.
917-719-5923.
Tago.
917-719-5923.
Hey, Nick. I don't know what happened. We were talking really sweet and kind of kinky, sexy like, and then like some dead spider landed on my arm and started squeezing. So I had to like throw the phone, and then I picked it back up after I realized the spider was dead, and I ate it. And then you had already hung up. Call me back. I love you, Nikki.
917 Eric Flores ominous. Okay, everybody. I know it took a long time. It's almost midnight in the sewer in the next time zone over. It's almost 2 hours into the show, but we have to discuss something really, really, really important here. Reanimation in the dead. The Umbrella Corporation. Resident Evil. Resident Evil 1 was an amazing experience to play. What was that, 98, 96? It was like 90, 98, I'm guessing. It's probably around there. Resident Evil 1. 96. That was almost right. The cover of the game was bonkers. The art style looks like AI made it. I just got invited into Dolly, and boy oh boy, that shit is fucking amazing. Scott Adams went out and said that computers could make better art than people, and he's not really wrong. Computers can't write words or do anything original, but they don't have to do anything original anymore. The first Resident Evil is unplayable now. It's because the tank controls. How is it unplayable? It might be unplayable now. I haven't played the original in a long time. I actually have the remastered high definition version. It's got the first one is better than Resident Evil 0. I've been playing Resident Evil 0. That game has horrible aim. At least I remember in Resident Evil 1, you were able to sort of aim up and kind of shoot people in the head a little bit. Yeah, the controls it's got to be, I got to try it again. I got to give it another whirl, another RE1. Well, you know, Resident Evil 4 was that good old, and Resident Evil, the first-person shooters version. October is the new Resident Evil. Wait, caller, you don't play video games.
I have. I've played many video games.
You don't play them anymore, and you never did.
PC games, Half-Life through Half-Life 2, and then they started splitting episodes, and I knew number 3 was never going to come out, and I just went into my room and I cried.
Caller, you're not a gamer. You're not a gamer.
No, not no more.
You're
Hey, I got a joke for you, Nick.
You're you spend your free time watching movies, I bet.
Not much anymore, no.
You spend your free time prescribing drugs to imaginary friends.
Or soliciting.
Soliciting. So what's the what do you got here?
Oh, the joke?
Yeah.
Why was Delta 8 scared of... No, why was Delta 6 scared of Delta 7?
You talking about
because
marijuana?
7, 8, 9. I'm not high at all.
I have some Delta 8 here. Delta 8.
Burn it.
I don't like it. And it
No.
doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Delta.
How so?
Well, Delta 8. It's not really even. It's not even hemp. It's not even weed. It's they dip the hemp into the chemical. They dip. It's like some fucking weird bastardization of a plant. Why don't they just okay? Because Delta 8 they dip hemp into the Delta 8 solution. So it's not even like the flower has the Delta 8 on it. Like, it doesn't grow. It's not, it doesn't make fucking sense. And I smoked a whole joint of it, and I felt nothing.
It's kind of like the synthetic nicotine. They go through the process of cleaning it and extracting as much as they can, because with the THC or the Delta varieties, they're trying to remove and separate the THC and the CBD.
But why?
That way they can market
Why
the
don't they just sell
CBD
the original CBD plant that has the Delta 8 in it? They have to dip hemp into into the CBD mixture. It's
the process, or the synthetic process they call it, because they've done some alteration. Kind of like motor oil. Standard motor oil is like acid treated to make it synthetic motor oil. Similar to the extraction process with the different chemical compounds in the hemp varieties. And then once they've stripped the hemp completely, they sell it in bulk for the fiber, or you can purchase a dead hemp and then blend your own. But yeah, if you're not getting a full variety, it's kind of it feels different.
Nam
Or
is
so I've
saying
been
don't talk
told.
shit about Delta 8. Nam, what is Delta 8 is Delta 9 is THC. Delta 8 is CBD, but then why do you have to this here little fucking thing of hemp was dipped into Delta 8 because Delta 8 only comes
I
as a
don't make the
concentrate.
rules.
So you're gonna you call in. I'll hang up on this clown.
I'm not hanging up on you. I want to talk to Diane.
Diane?
Hello?
Hello, caller?
Nicholas. How are you?
I only have dimes. You're right.
Oh, no.
So,
So we're
Delta.
talking about Delta. Yeah, Delta Ocho. You only got the 9s. I'll tell you
No,
about Delta.
I have Delta 8 right here, and I just put some in the bowl that I just smoked too.
So Delta 8 herb, you're correct. It is CBD dipped into Delta 8. But if you vape Delta 8, that is pure American ingenuity right there. That's what that is. That is CBD that has been genetically altered. Oh no, it's not natural. No, it is not. But it
Yeah,
will
it's
get
not
you
natural.
high.
Where does it
is
come
like-
from? How do they make
Nicholas,
it? How do they get
they bond the. I think it's the carbon molecule. I don't know, man. I'm not a scientist. All I know is it is genetically modified CBD that gets you high. And quite frankly, I have a low weed tolerance, and so Delta 8 is the absolute best thing that has ever come to market for me.
I smoked an entire joint of a Delta 8 of this here is a Gorilla Glue, which was a disgusting name for it, but it's got a Delta 8 percentage of 93.14 and a THC percent of 0.3. I didn't feel anything other than I was able to smoke it. I was like, this is like fake weed, and I didn't choke or
It was
cough.
weak for you, huh?
Well, I'm a Weedosaurus Rex.
Well, there's only one thing to give a Weedosaurus Rex, and it's this.
You've got giant penis.
They also call me a vagina wrecker too. What?
Oh, well, in that case, you know what those girls have?
But I'll tell you, I didn't get.
You've got daddy issues.
Maybe we all have daddy issues.
A little bit, yeah.
I did not get paranoid after I smoked fucking.
Yeah,
Delta.
you don't get paranoid. Even if Daddy wasn't there to take you to the fair or change your underwear.
What kind of nursery rhymes do you read before you go to sleep?
And I think it's a Coldplay song. And Daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair or change my underwear. Coldplay, I believe.
I don't doubt it. I don't actually don't fucking doubt that actually.
So how you feeling, buddy? You good? You're talking about reanimation. I'll tell you what. Reanimation of dead is absolutely correct.
There's a product out. There's like it's almost like Delta 8. It's called, hold on one second here. They actually reanimated a pig's heart, Organ X. Like FedEx, but Organ X. This came out.
And you consume a pig heart, and what happens? Or it
This is from there's a lot of articles about this. Organ X, EX. Researchers have restored circulation and cellular activity in the vital organs of pigs, such as the heart and the brain, 1 hour after the animal died, using a chemical called Organ X. This just happened like yesterday.
And what's the purpose of that?
It seems like these scientists are bored and they're trying to make money. That's the purpose. So they do something that's kind of cool. Like they blew air up a spider's ass and they called it an article. They were like, this is important. And they're making a heart and a brain come back to life an hour later for like a couple minutes. It's like a decongestant or something. I don't know. It fights the common cold. I'm not too sure, but
Well, the only thing that I know about that is if you take the life of somebody, you collect their souls, and you use those souls to increase your strength. You know, maybe your
like a spirit bomb.
stamina, yeah, spirit or whatnot. But if you get killed, you know, you drop those souls, and you have to return to the last bonfire you rest at, and then you only have one chance to collect those souls again. If
Well,
not, they're gone forever.
It's all being absorbed back into the planet like lightning. It's there's a respawn.
Do you
and
think?
a
Do you think we're all just stardust?
Well, we definitely are, in
Yeah.
some sense. But what is the stardust made of?
Dust.
So we're all just dust, or we're all just energy. We're either energy or dust. We're ED. We're erectile dysfunction. I mean, we're electrons and dust.
You know, I feel like that whole concept of us being dust is really big in Kansas. You know, dust in the wind. That's all we are is dust in the wind.
Do you live in a house or an apartment building?
I live in a house. I live deep in the heart of Central America.
So there might be snakes outside right now?
Dude, I killed a black widow in my basement last evening.
That's fucking scary.
It is, because, you know, I've got a dog that could have sniffed it and been bitten.
I
and
was
died.
talking about like how
Spider shit everywhere. My theory is those photos that you shared earlier about spider shitting, I think that those look like spiders that may have been, you know, inhabitants of a local Chipotle. That's all I'm saying.
genetically modified spiders shit or something. Those are huge
right.
shits. That was bigger than shits I'd take.
Well, it's bigger than most spiders, quite honestly.
Must have been like Spider-Man, maybe Spider-Man. Maybe it was a MCU thing. It's like Peter Parker shits like that. I can imagine. Okay, that makes sense. It's a little weird. He's got
The
spider
thing
senses.
about it, though, the photo you shared, though, it was like each one of those shits looked like it was a single. You know what I mean? It wasn't like added on
Yeah.
to.
No, it was.
It looked like
It was weird.
explosive spider diarrhea.
It doesn't make fucking sense.
No, not whatsoever. I mean, you're a rat. I imagine that's comparable to your shits.
It is. That's what I'm trying to say. I take turds that are about that size, and I don't see spider.
The only thought I have is maybe they're Dutch spiders.
Could be.
They're into that kind of thing.
Diane, book me for a Dutch spider shizer party.
Oh yeah, you got to bring your own tarp. That's the only rules for those parties.
Hey, if their exit is that big, their entrance is even larger.
Pretty sure it's the same door.
Doesn't matter. You can't create what could be created outside. You know what I mean? Like if you're exiting, you could you could put more stuff in the entrance. You just don't know it yet.
It kind of that thought and those spiders kind of remind me of like competitive food eaters. You ever see those people that are put away that much?
They could just they just stuck. There was an attack. Well, I'm in New York, so there's the Coney Island hot dog eating shit, and I forget his name. It's Billy Bones. He's got a silly name. The guy that eats the hot dogs down here, but
Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut. He was attacked, and he actually fucking like he put somebody like in a headlock that attacked him. It was some fucking like PETA activist, and he choked him out, and he was still down in hot dogs. It was crazy.
Yeah, he won. He won the contest. Yeah, so I've seen that video, but the major thought is like you think about the amount of food that those people are putting in themselves, and a lot of these people are on YouTube. There's this guy named Randy Santel on YouTube who's a competitive eater, and he puts away so much food. But what you don't see is the 2 hours after that video, what's happening, what's going on in his life.
That's on Shizer too.
Exactly. Oh man, I'm sure they got a second income on OnlyFans for sure.
Hey, why not? You could watch the
For
input
sure.
on YouTube and the output on OnlyFans. Did you ever hear of Shoe Nice?
Shoe Nice?
Yeah, Shoe Nice.
Is this something I should Google?
Well, it's a guy that competitively. Well, he doesn't really he eats glue. He eats unedible stuff most of the time. I don't know if he still does it.
This is the guy that like knocks out an entire bottle of Everclear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
I
also
know
eats
this guy.
glue and yeah. He's still alive.
Do you think he's just killing himself for internet fame slowly?
Aren't we all killing ourselves for internet fame slowly? He's still alive.
I suppose. But you look at him, and the sad thing is he's only actually 15 years old. So when you look at his photos, you gotta keep that in mind. That's a 15-year-old. That's what happens when you eat glue and pound Everclear. What? What's happening over there in the sewer?
I'm looking at pictures of Shoe Nice.
Yeah, he's 15 years old. He's obviously got a fake ID. 100%, man. He also wears a lot of blue. You see that?
Call him Blue Nice.
You could. It's funny because blue rhymes with shoe. That's good. I like that a lot.
Holy shit! He was actually born 1969.
No, he's not.
Says Google.
Well, you can't trust Google. Wow. Wait, is he actually 53 years old?
If he's 53, he's doing pretty good.
I I suppose, but at the same time, he is 53 years old and pounding bottles of Everclear. So 15-year-olds like his videos and subscribe.
He only did it like a couple times. He probably doesn't do it every day.
I'd imagine not. It's pretty bad for your health.
Oh, you know
Unless he's
it's
trying to get those spider shits.
you know it's bad when you do a search for somebody and the most recent video is entitled "The Shocking Downfall" and it came from 2 years ago. Ew.
That's why I never want to be internet famous, because I feel like that video is inevitable.
It's the end of you. Well, hey. I can't even find him anymore. Where the fuck? I think he might be dead. Wait, his last video is Shoe Nice Eats a Shoe? He eats a shoe?
Hey everyone, Shoe
I'm
Nice
seeing that
again.
too. It's 1 minute and 51 seconds long.
basically,
Does he eat
this
it?
is my attempt to eat one of my shoes. A top
Well, Nick, I'll tell you
request
what.
around here.
There's only one way to find
On your
out.
mark, game face, get set, Marge Simpson face.
Sweet Jesus. Yes, he does.
Like dog pee. Either way, Shoe Nice.
What just happened? Caller? Internet? Anybody? Fabio? Buono? Intergalactic? Good night, everybody. We'll be back next week with another episode of Nick the Rat Radio. Bye.
But I'm a big fan of ravioli. I like them all. But there's the ravioli with cheese or meat in there. There's vegan ravioli too. Probably some gluten-free ravioli. Ravioli is just so rad. So, starting next week on the Dark Sewer Network, you could buy a pound of Ricky's ravioli for only $69.99. Ravioli's so tubular, dude. Yo, call now and order some. You're missing out on some of the best ravioli ever. Like, oh.
This is Larry, and I
snuck into Nick the Rat's studio. I'm hosting my own show on the Dark Network here in the sewer. Yeah. Yeah. Tune in every Sunday at 1 a.m. Or Monday, I don't know. And I reveal all the truth and conspiracies of the Zika virus and the alien DNA.
Dark Sewer Network for Bigfoot Assault. Bigfoot Assault is real cases of people being assaulted by Bigfoot and learning to cope with it. So tune in every night. Rat Radio.
Won't you join me? No. My health doesn't allow it.
No, thank you.
Ah, 1960 Chateau. Saint Estephe. Medoc. Very good brand, sir. Ah, very good colour, sir. Smells nice, too. A very nice little number, sir. Well, here's to it. Very refreshing, sir. Very refreshing.
I'm pleased you appreciate good wine. Have another glass.
Thank you, sir.
My wife used to do everything for me and leave me to my writing.
Your wife, sir? Is she away?
No, she's dead.
No killing animals!